What's going on, y'all? It's 2KJ. Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you for stopping by, man. Today I'm doing a realistic rebuild of the Orlando Magic, where the goal is to win a championship within the first 3 seasons. If I can't do it during that time, then the video won't end until eventually I do. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't, man. We just hit 1,000 subs on this channel. Now we're starting the road to 2K. So if you haven't hit that button, man, I'd really appreciate it if you could. But anyways, without any further ado, it's time to get into this video.
Let's get it.
So I'm excited to get into this, man, because I think the Magic have been doing a pretty good job of the rebuild. They got a lot of really good young pieces, and then they're also bringing in 2 first-round picks this upcoming season. They've got the 6th overall pick and the 11th overall pick, which they got from the Chicago Bulls as a part of that Nikola Vucevic trade. So 2 lottery picks added to a team that already has a lot of young talent. I really don't think this is going to be one of my harder rebuilds. We can probably win a championship within the first 3 seasons, but let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Let's take a look at the rotation here. At the one, we got Markelle Fultz. Now, obviously, we know how his career began. First overall pick in 2017 with the Philadelphia 76ers. He had a really tough time there, really struggled to shoot the ball, and I think it's kind of been overlooked ever since then. However, this season, man, this was a pretty good year for Markelle Fultz. 14 points per game, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, pretty much 2 steals. We round up around here. I mean, he became more efficient from the floor. Still not much of a 3-point shooter, but that's totally fine. I mean, the guy's 24 years old. It feels like he's been in the league a lot longer than that, but there's still a lot of time for him to continue to develop. My only concern is that next year is going to be the last year of his deal. He's making 17 M's. I just really hope that 2K doesn't do anything too wild and make him ask for like 30 M's, something like that. As long as he stays within that 20 mil range, I definitely would be fine with bringing him back for pretty much the duration of this rebuild. We got a lot of guards on this team, but I do really like me some Markelle Fultz, and I know that 2K also likes him a lot in Sim, so that's a good bonus. At the 2, we got Jalen Suggs. Now, this is his 2nd year in the league. He was a 5th overall pick in 2021 and just wasn't able to really stay healthy this season. Honestly, wasn't even really able to stay healthy last season either, man. I mean, he played 53 games this season and then 48 games the year before that. That's definitely a little bit concerning, and even when he was on the floor, I mean, he wasn't great. Like, looking at his efficiency here, it's been pretty bad for both seasons. Now, he got a little bit better from deep. I mean, he couldn't have gotten worse. 21% as a rookie, up to 33%. Yeah, man, it's not great. Hopefully that efficiency does go up. We tend to see that a lot when it comes to young guys in Sim. Like, the first few seasons are rough, but then after that, they'll pick it up. So I think he'll be fine, and at least for like the next season or 2, we're probably not going to be competing for much. I'm not too pressed about it, so I'm cool with just writing it out and seeing how Jalen Suggs progresses for these next few seasons. If he doesn't progress a whole lot, then we have a lot of other guards, that's for sure. So we got some options here in the backcourt. Then at the 3, we got Franz Wagner. Now, he was the home run hit for the Magic in that 2021 draft. They got Suggs at 5 and they got Wagner at number 8 as a part of that Nikola Vucevic trade. And yeah, man, I feel like he's really hit the ground running. I mean, 19 points this season, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, shooting the ball above league average from deep. He did that last year as well. He's a 6'10 small forward / shooting guard. I mean, I really like me some Franz Wagner, man. I definitely think he's going to be one of the building blocks for this franchise. Right next to this guy right here, Paolo Banchero, man, the 1st overall pick in last year's draft. I think the general consensus was that Jabari Smith Jr. wasn't going to go 1st overall. Really leading up until draft night, man, we started to see those odds change, and all of a sudden there were some more reports that Paolo Banchero might go 1st. Well, the Magic definitely made the right choice, man. No disrespect to Jabari Smith Jr. I think he still has a lot of potential, but Paolo Banchero was the most NBA ready guy of this past year's draft. I mean, 20 points per game, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. He didn't shoot the ball too well from deep. If he can add that to his game, then he would be a really nice stretch forward. You know, he's 6'10", already has really good size and ball handling. Yeah, man, if he starts to get some range, then that's going to be really dangerous. And either way, at just 20 years old, Paolo Banchero definitely is our most valuable player. He is the face of our franchise, so you best believe he's going to be safe for this entire rebuild. And then at the 5, we got Wendell Carter Jr. This is who they got in that Nikola Vucevic trade. The gift that just keeps on giving, man. They really fleeced when it comes to that deal, man. Wendell Carter Jr. I think has really benefited from a change in scenery. I mean, you can see the stats when he was with Chicago. Since he's been to Orlando, I think he's really been thriving, man. 15 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists this season, shooting above league average from deep for the first time in his career, which is really big. And what a steal, man. I mean, he's locked up for the next 3 seasons, and he's not going to be making a whole lot of money, man. This is going to be one of the better contracts in the league. I think it's going to age very well, so that's definitely good. I'm not full on committed to making him our starting center of the future. I definitely still am open to looking at other options, but for right now, if we're just talking bang for your buck, it doesn't get much better than Wendell Carter Jr. at the 5. Then we got Cole Anthony. Now, he missed about, what was it, like 20 some games this season. I think for like the 2nd year in a row, right? Yeah, okay, so he played 60 games this year, 65 the year before that, and 47. So he's had a little bit of an injury history. When he's on the floor, though, I mean, you know what he brings to the table. He's definitely a bucket getter. He averaged 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists this season. Last year, the stats were a little bit better, but I mean, hey, they keep on bringing in guards, man. I mean, there's just a lot of guard play on this young Magic team. I mean, some of them got to go. I'm not sure who that's going to be. It might be Cole Anthony. I'm not too sure. I think he could really thrive on like a team that's looking to be competitive and they just want like a scoring punch off the bench. Cole Anthony definitely might be that guy. But honestly, man, that's a problem that I'm going to think about like not even next season, the year after that, because we got such a young team and we're not looking to really win anything next season. I'm just going to let the season play out. We'll see who does the best. We'll see who progresses the best. And then we'll make our decisions on who's kind of going to be the odd man out. You know what I mean? Another guy on that watch list is Jonathan Isaac, who, I mean, he's just the poster child for cannot stay healthy, man. As we take a look at the games played here, and no, this is not an error. It goes from 2019-2020 to 2022-23. Yeah, this is the bubble year. He got hurt, ended up missing 2 years, came back this season very briefly before getting shut down once again. It's been a really tough journey for Jonathan Isaac, man, which is unfortunate because he's still only 25 years old, man. I mean, 6th overall pick in 2017. I know that seems like forever ago, but before he was getting hurt, I mean, 12 points, 7 rebounds in 2019-2020, about league average from deep, just a little bit below that. Obviously, we know the defensive aspect as well. This team definitely needs some wing depth, and in 2K, I think Jonathan Isaac would be just fine. But in real life, I just think the Magic would rather have somebody who they know is going to be able to stay healthy, and clearly right now, that just isn't Jonathan Isaac. Then we also got Bol Bol, one of the more intriguing players here on the roster. The Magic got him for pretty much nothing from the Boston Celtics, and he actually turned out to be pretty solid this season, man. I mean, 9 points, 6 rebounds, didn't shoot the ball very well from deep, but still, man, a 7'2" power forward / center who's able to handle the ball pretty well, has really good skills. I'm not expecting him to become like a starter for us or anything like that, but as long as he doesn't ask for too much money in free agency, I definitely am cool with keeping him as just a spark plug off the bench. I definitely think that's a good role for Bol Bol, but again, you never know with 2K, they might have him ask for like $30 million per year, in which case we definitely would have to let him go. Then we also got Mo Wagner, the older brother of Franz Wagner. I think he had a pretty good season, man. 11 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. He's like kind of able to space the floor. I mean, like he's at least willing to take those shots. So there's that much. But yeah, I think it's super cool that he's on the same team as his brother. I'm probably going to keep him around just for that storyline. But still, like even when you just look at the skill level, man, 26 years old, probably not going to ask for a whole lot of money. He's going to be a free agent this offseason. I'd imagine he'll ask for like the 7 to 8 range. I can definitely do that. So yeah, man, I think for right now, Mo Wagner is safe unless I find a better backup option. Then we probably will just move on from him. Then we got a couple guys outside the rotation that we're just going to speed run here. Goga Bitadze, 18th overall pick in 2019. They're bringing him in as just a low risk, high reward, essentially. If he turns out to be something, then cool. If not, then it is what it is. They also got Gary Harris, the old man of the group here, 28 years old. Not that old, but I mean, this is a very young Orlando Magic team. He brings a veteran presence, man, and he's also shooting the ball really well as of late. I mean, 43% from deep this season is really nice. There's a defensive aspect as well. He's a gritty defender, despite only being 6'4" as a shooting guard / small forward. There's definitely some value in keeping him around, man. Hopefully he doesn't regress too much. Either way, though, he's not going to be in the rotation. He's really just here for like veteran leadership. Then we got another vet here, Michael Carter Williams, 31 years old. It feels weird to call him a vet because I still remember when he got Rookie of the Year with the Philadelphia 76ers. Where was that? All the way over here, yeah. And then they decided to trade him literally the next season because they were like just starting the process. So yeah, that's pretty funny. But yeah, man, 71 overall, there's not a whole lot to say here. Then we got a 2nd round pick here in Caleb Houston, 20 years old, hasn't had the most opportunity, averaging about, what is this, like 16 minutes per game. He's going to have to progress if he wants to crack the rotation. It's just that simple. Same for Chuma Okeke, 16th overall pick in 2019. Hasn't really panned out too much. I mean, just hasn't been able to shoot the ball so far in his NBA career. He's still 24 years old, so you never know, but I don't think he'll progress a whole lot here in 2K. And then our last guy is Admiral Schofield, another person who I'm not expecting a whole lot out of. 26 years old, 2nd round pick in 2019. That's pretty old for a 4th year guy, but yeah, 70 overall. He's not really a part of our plans either. And speaking of our plans, man, it's time to get into our 3-year game plan where we're going to break down just what we want to do throughout this rebuild. For season number 1, man, it's very simple. I just want to hit in the draft. Like I said, I've got 2 picks here, number 6 and number 11. I just want to make sure I feel good about both of those picks, man. Number 6, 6, I have an idea of who's going to be there. We'll go ahead and get into that here in a second. But at number 11, man, I mean, if we're at like pick number 8 or 9 and I see somebody who I want, I might even move up just to make sure I get the guy that I want. That's the big goal here this offseason. This is a golden opportunity because they can bring in 2 lottery talents to a team that already has a pretty good foundation. I think this is going to be a really big offseason for the future of Orlando Magic basketball, so I want to make sure that I don't mess it up. For season number 2, man, I just want to trim the talent. You know, we got a lot of young pieces. Like I said, we're bringing in 2 lottery picks. Year number 1, I'm just going to see who rises to the top, and whoever's falling behind, they're probably going to end up getting traded. There's only so many roster spots on this team, man, so it is what it is. Some guys are probably going to have to go. And then for season number 3, man, buy if needed. If we're starting to become competitive, then I'm definitely willing to cash in on some of these younger players and try to compete for a title, man. So that's the 3-year game plan, man. Let's go ahead and sim these playoffs. Not like it really matters to us, as it looks like it's going to be the Nuggets beating the Heat. I think that was in 5. Nikola Jokic, Finals MVP. Shout out to him. All right, man, we're here at the NBA draft, and we're just going to take this pick by pick here because obviously this is a really big part of the rebuild. Victor Wembanyama goes to the Spurs. Not a surprise. Brandon Miller to the Hornets. Scoot Henderson. Okay. Greg Dickey, Grady Dick going to the Houston Rockets. This is totally funny. Let me pause this because I had somebody in my comments, I forgot which rebuild it was, I think it was the Pistons one, saying that Grady Dick going 4th overall to the Houston Rockets was unrealistic, which is definitely true. It definitely is unrealistic, but that person thought that I should actually override some of these unrealistic CPU picks. I'm not going to do that because if I overturn every single unrealistic thing that 2K does, these videos would take me so long to do, man. It's not a perfect game. It is what it is. All that matters is that the moves that I'm doing are realistic. That's all that I can guarantee. Everything else is out of my hands, man. So it is what it is. And again, if it's not my team, then it's not really going to affect me too much. So there's that as well. But anyways, let's go ahead and keep this thing moving here. Cameron Whitmore goes 5th overall to the Detroit Pistons. That actually makes a good amount of sense. I just did a Pistons rebuild. Didn't take Cameron Whitmore. If you guys want to check out that video, should be popping up here. But anyways, here we are at the 6th pick, and this is exactly what I was talking about, man. The moves that I make, I try to make sure they're realistic to the best of my abilities. So even though Amen Thompson is here on the board, I don't think he'd be here at number 6 for the Orlando Magic. So because of that, I'm not going to get him. Yes, it's unrealistic that he's going to continue to slide here in this draft, but all that I'm focused on is making sure that I'm getting guys who I think the Magic actually have a chance of getting. So we are looking at like Jarace Walker, we're looking at like Anthony Black, Ausar Thompson, and I think Ausar Thompson's going to be the guy here, man. We got a lot of guards right now, Markelle Fultz, Jalen Suggs, Cole Anthony, but I'm really not convinced that any of them are going to be a part of our long-term future. Ausar Thompson, though, I definitely think will be. The offensive game needs to come along, which is a little bit of a concern because right now none of our guards can shoot the ball too well, and then also Paolo Banchero isn't much of a shooter, but still, man, there's a lot of upside with Ausar Thompson. He's hyper athletic, he's really good in transition, and he's also a good defender with good size, which is a big part of this Magic identity. I think they're really going towards guys who have a size advantage at every position. So we're going to go ahead and snag him, man. Ausar Thompson, welcome to Orlando. Let's go ahead and keep this thing moving here as Amen Thompson goes to the Indiana Pacers. And what's going to be up next here? Anthony Black to the Wizards. I kind of figured. Yeah, that's actually really good for them. They need a guard for sure. Taylor Hendricks is going to the Mavericks. And here we are once again, man, with the 11th pick. We got a few options here, and to me, the best one is Keyonte George. Now, I do also like Cason Wallace out of Kentucky. He's 6'4" and could ultimately be our point guard of the future. However, man, the three-point shot needs a little bit of work, and that's a little bit concerning because we already have Ausar Thompson now. We got Paolo Banchero. We got a bunch of other guards who can't shoot the ball too well. I really want to get somebody who is a bucket getter, and to me, Keyonte George is the best guy available. He's really more of a shooting guard, but maybe he can become our point guard of the future, and if that's the case, man, I think his playmaking ability paired up with Ausar Thompson, Franz Wagner, and Paolo Banchero, that sounds like a really good core to me, man. So we're going to go ahead and go with Keyonte George at the 11th overall pick. Let's go to make that happen, man. So taking a look at team/player options, we got a few of them here. I'm going to decline this one for Jonathan Isaac. I do want to bring him back, if anything, just for a trade piece. But at 17 M's, man, I'd much rather just try to restructure that deal and see if I can save a little bit of money. I'm also going to decline the option on Gary Harris. Maybe I'll bring him back for that veteran leadership like I was talking about. But at 13 M's, bro, that's just way too much for me. And it looks like that was the right decision with Jonathan Isaac. He's only asking for 11.5. He's got no offers. I mean, as you would expect, bro, he's missed so much time. There's no way somebody was going to offer him more than 17 M. So we're going to knock this thing down to about 9.25 ideally here, and it looks like he'll take it. And then the last guy I need to bring back is Mo Wagner. He's expecting about 9 M's, just a little bit underneath that. which is pretty much what I was thinking, but we are going to knock that down. I'm not going to lie to you because he's got no offers. So let's go ahead and do 7.25. I think that's pretty good to me, and it looks like it's good with him. So taking a look at player progression, we have nothing but green arrows here, which is good to see, but it's not like there's any crazy jumps. I mean, Paolo Banchero up 2 to an 86. That's nice. Franz Wagner stays put at the age of 21. That's disappointing. Markelle Fultz goes up 1 to an 83. Cole Anthony up 2 now. Bol up 1. Jonathan Isaac up 1. Jalen Suggs up 2. Yeah, man, nothing too crazy here, but I guess that's fine because we're really not looking to be competitive this season. I just want to see who ends up rising to the top, man, when it comes to this group of young guys. The ones who don't, we're going to move on from them. So let's get into this first season, man. I'm pretty excited about it. So let's take a look at the rotation here for year number 1. We got Markelle Fultz, and then we got Ausar Thompson. That's our starting backcourt. I am going to start Ausar over Jalen Suggs. Maybe it's just recency bias, man, but I'm not fully sold on Jalen Suggs being our shooting guard in the future. I think that guy could be Ausar Thompson. So we're going to give him the opportunity to start here. Hopefully that offense again can come along for him. We also got Franz Wagner. We got Paolo Banchero, and then we got Wendell Carter Jr. Off the bench, you got Cole Anthony, who I think could become a nice 6-man for us. We got Jalen Suggs, we got Bol, we got Jonathan Isaac, and then we got Mo Wagner. We're not even finding minutes for Keyonte George right now, but that's totally fine because by next season, I definitely think we'll move on from either Cole Anthony or Jalen Suggs. That'll free up minutes for another guard because right now we just have way too many of them. But I think that's about it, man. Like I said, I don't want to make any trades this season. I just want to let it play out and see what the guys are doing. Let's go ahead and get into this thing, man. We're going to sim the regular season and see how it plays out. All right, man, so we went 31-51. We were not good this season, as you would expect. Giannis Antetokounmpo wins MVP. Victor Wembanyama, Rookie of the Year. Amen Thompson, 6th Man of the Year. Giannis also gets Defensive Player of the Year. Okay, none of that is going to concern us. Probably should have expected that. But anyways, let's go ahead and keep it moving here as Ausar Thompson, All-Defensive First Team. That's pretty crazy, man. We'll take a look at the stats here in a second, but I'm at a loss for words. That's pretty wild. I've seen him get like all defensive second team sometime, but first year as a rookie is wild, bro. And it looks like he got all rookie first team as well. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. We didn't have anything for Keyonte George, yeah, because he didn't play, so oh well. But we're not anywhere here in the play-in, which is all that matters, so that's nice. It looks like we're gonna get another good pick, man. 31-51, which is how many teams had a worse record than us? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, we're tied for like, what is it, the 4th worst record? I guess technically like the 6th. I don't know. Either way, though, we were pretty bad. That's the gist of it all. But let's go ahead and take a look at these stats because that's what I really want to see. Paolo Banchero, 17 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Okay. How do you shoot that 3-ball, man? Still not too good. Cole Anthony, though, shooting that thing really well. That's nice to see. Markelle Fultz, not so much. Franz Wagner, below league average. Yeah, man. We just don't have a whole lot of shooting, which is why I really think the Keyonte George next season, once he gets freed up for some minutes, I think he's going to be really nice for us to give us some much needed shooting. What else do we got going on here? We got Ausar Thompson, 13, 5, and 4 with an all defensive first team selection. That's nice to see. Did not shoot the ball too well. I mean, overall from the floor, not too bad. 49% we round up around here. I guess I will take that. But yeah, man, there's definitely some decisions to be made. I definitely think I want to get a new starting center as well, like for the future. Wendell Carter Jr., like I said, is on a budget deal, man. I mean, he's going to be locked up for the next 2 seasons. He could probably be our backup, but I might end up looking for an upgrade as our starting center because these stats aren't that good, man. 10 points, 8 rebounds. Yeah, there's just not a whole lot to get excited about here. Below league average from deep, well below, after shooting the ball pretty well before that, right? Yeah, man, you had a pretty good year last season, and then this year, not so much. So it is what it is, man. We definitely are going to have to make some decisions this offseason and heading into next season as well. But let's go ahead and just sim these playoffs. None of this matters to me, so don't really care how this plays out. It looks like it's going to be the Cavs and the Lakers, okay? LeBron going up against his former team, man, his home state, and he ends up losing, okay? The Cavaliers won it all, led by Donovan Mitchell, Finals MVP. Shout out to him. So now we're here at the draft lottery. Let's go ahead and see how this plays out, man. 10.5% chance for the top pick. Are we going to get it? Let's rip the band-aid off, and we got the 3rd pick in the draft. Not too shabby, man. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't really know too much about the 2024 class. I did upload it, but I'm still learning about this. I just started doing these future classes in my videos very recently, so still learning, man. But let's go ahead and move on to the draft and just see what we can do. So let's get into it, man. We'll take this pick by pick. Isaiah Collier goes first overall. That definitely makes sense. DJ Wagner goes second, and here we are at the 3rd pick, man, where I really don't know what I want to do, man. There's a center. I was just saying maybe I want a new center of the future. Aaron Bradshaw, 7-footer, 20 years old, from Kentucky. They're saying DeMarcus Cousins All-NBA. That's his ceiling. Like, I see Ian Jackson, Matas Buzelis. These are guys that I'm familiar with. Zachary Ricochet as well. I mean, there's even Bronny James too, which I guess technically we would get LeBron James, right? Because he's still in the league and he said he played with Bronny. I don't know. Actually, funny enough, he said Orlando's like the last place he wants to play at. I'm paraphrasing there, but apparently he was traumatized by the bubble in Orlando a few years back and does not want to play there. It's just bad memories for him. Anyways, man, it's so hard to rank these prospects because a lot of them haven't even played college ball yet, but I think I'm just going to go with the fit here. I'm going to go with Aaron Bradshaw. It might not be the best pick. Like, I know some of these other guys are bigger names, but it is what it is, bro. We need center depth, and I think that Aaron Bradshaw could definitely be that guy for us. So let's go ahead and bring him onto the team. So we have a couple guys we need to bring back. One of them is Markelle Fultz. No offers, expecting a little bit over 22.5. Can't do that, my boy. I'm going to knock this down just a bit here, preferably to like the 18.5 range. Maybe 18.99. I guess I'll be fine with that. Let's see if he'll say yes to that, and it looks like he will. Cool. And the last guy I need to bring back is Bol Bol. He's expecting about 15 M's, bro. I can't do that either. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Let's go ahead and knock this thing down here to like 13.5 would be ideal. Please say yes to this. Okay, I guess I'm cool with that. So taking a look at player progression, it's nothing but green arrows once again, man. Paolo Banchero up 2 to an 88. That's nice. Franz Wagner is up 1 to an 85. I guess I'll take it because he didn't progress last season, so it's better than nothing. Markelle Fultz stays put. Cole Anthony goes up 1 to an 83. Ausar Thompson, that's the big jump. Up 4 to an 80. We like that. And even though Keyonte George didn't play, he went up 3 to a 78. I definitely think he's ready to probably take like Jalen Suggs' role. Maybe, man. I'm not too sure. One of these guards has to go. That's for sure. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into season number 2 and just start to make some cuts. So I've been thinking about it for a while, and I think the guard I want to move on from is Jalen Suggs. Pretty much my thought process is we already have a lot of scoring with Cole Anthony and Keyonte George. I feel pretty good about them in terms of shot creation. We also have our defensive guard with Markelle Fultz. I think we're good there. And then we also have our athletic one. We got our one with size in Ausar Thompson. So Jalen Suggs is really the odd man out. I'm going to try to send him to Washington for their pick next season. It's going to be top 3 protected, which might not convey because they don't have Bradley Beal anymore. They got Kristaps Porzingis, Domantas Sabonis. I think it's time for them to start to look towards the future. They do have Anthony Black, so that will be their backcourt duo, Jalen Suggs, Anthony Black. I think I'm willing to take the risk on if this pick will convey or not, man. So let's go ahead and see if they will accept it, and they will. Done deal. And I think that's all there is to it for season number 2, man. We got Markelle Fultz, Ausar Thompson, Franz Wagner, Paolo Banchero, and Wendell Carter Jr. Off the bench, we got Cole Anthony and Keyonte George. I think that's plenty of scoring punch. Then we still got Bol Bol. We got Jonathan Isaac. And I am going to give our backup center minutes to Aaron Bradshaw. I mean, he was our 3rd overall pick. I'm definitely going to give him the edge over Mo Wagner, even though he's the higher overall. It is what it is, man. I just want to continue to develop this young talent this season. I think maybe this year we can make the play-in, and then next year we're definitely going to be competitive. So that's pretty much the game plan, man. Let's sim this regular season and see how it goes. So we went 52 and 30, man. I'm not going to lie. That's way better than I thought we'd be. I was thinking playing, we're probably going to get home court advantage in the first round, man, which is completely crazy, man. Darius Garland gets MVP. Isaiah Collier, Rookie of the Year. Amen Thompson, 6th man. He always ends up being 6th man with the Pacers. I don't know what it is. Anthony Black, Most Improved. Bro, I forgot to mention it earlier, but I really wanted to get Anthony Black. I was thinking about trading up to get him, but honestly, I like the fit in Washington because they've been needing guard play for a while, and they've got that now. Anthony Black and Jalen Suggs, who we just gave them. I really want to see how they finish in the standings though, because remember, we got their pick, but it's top 3 protected, so we'll see if that conveys. JB Bickerstaff, Coach of the Year. Okay, doesn't concern us. I was kind of thinking they might show us some love, man, because this is a really good year for us. Ausar Thompson, all defensive first team for the 2nd time in a row. We like to see that. Anything else here? Does not look like it. We did have a rookie here, but he didn't play a whole lot. Anyways, we are the number 3 seed, bro. That's pretty crazy. Let's go ahead and take a look at this thing. 52 and 30, like we said. That's what, like the that would have been tied for the best record in the West, which is pretty wild. Where the Wizards at, man? Hey, we're gonna get their pick, 42 and 40. That's great. Okay, it's not gonna be anything too crazy, but still, it's another pick. We will definitely take it. Let's go ahead and check out our stats here. Paolo Banchero, 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. How'd he shoot that 3-ball, man? Hey, it's getting better. Pretty much league average from deep. We round up around here. I will take that. Markelle Fultz knocking them things down, man. 39%. Hey, we got some shooters on this team, man. Like Ausar Thompson went up. Keyonte George, now he's got some minutes here and he's making the most of it. 13 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. We like that, man. Franz Wagner shooting that thing. Even Wendell Carter Jr. back to league average. Aaron Bradshaw, our 7-footer. Okay. Hey, man, I feel pretty good about the direction of this team right now. The guys are hooping. So let's get into it. We're going up against the Milwaukee Bucks here in the first round. They got DeLon Wright, Klay Thompson, Chris Middleton, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Jalen Duren. That's a disgusting team, bro. Bringing in Klay Thompson and Jalen Duren. All right, we might have our hands full here, but let's give it our best shot, man. We're going to take this game by game per usual as we win the first one. We're up 2-0. Oh, wow. No way, bro. No way we're sweeping Giannis, man. I don't know what's going on, man, but we're going up against the Charlotte Hornets, another team that's in the lottery this season in real life. Here they are in the playoffs, man, led by LaMelo Ball, who's rocking some extremely long socks there. That's an interesting choice, LaMelo, that's for sure. They also got Terry Rozier. They got Brandon Miller, Jeremiah Robinson Earl, and Nicholas Claxton now in the mix. Hey, man, I'm not mad at it. That's a pretty interesting squad. Minus Jeremiah Robinson Earl, no disrespect. But we take game 1 there. It's tied 1-1. I'm sorry, we lost it there. But anyways, you guys get the deal. We're up 2-1 now, 3-1. Okay. And there we go, man. Advancing to the Eastern Conference Finals, going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. They got Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Isaac Okoro, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen. It's the same team, man, as you would see in real life, and 2K loves this team in Sims. I'm a little bit worried. Actually, bro, I'm going to shorten the rotation right now just while I can because we're here, man. I don't think we're going to win a championship this season, but I am going to give my best effort here. So let's go ahead and mess around with this a bit. They want to take away minutes from Bradshaw and Wagner, I guess, who was already out of the rotation. What's Bradshaw been doing these playoffs, man? 14 points, 8 rebounds. Oh my God. Shooting that thing horrendously. 14%. Yeah, nah, get out the rotation, bro. He got a little playoff experience. That's nice. He's a rookie, so I'm not even blaming him too much. But yeah, bro, you got to get out this rotation. I also want to get some more minutes for Keyonte George because he's on fire. Oh yeah, he's been hooping, bro. I got to find some more minutes here. So let's go ahead and mess around with this just a little bit. We're going to go ahead and I guess swap this out. Yup, let's go ahead and do that. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Cole Anthony needs a lot less of that, that's for sure. I like him, man, but he doesn't need that many minutes. Let's bump up Ausar and Franz as well. Yeah, man, I think that's about it, honestly. Like, I think I'm pretty happy with that. So let's get into this thing. Going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. We win game 1. Okay, we win game 2. Bro, there's no way. It's 2-1 now, 2-2. Okay, I was going to say, bro, we're not going to blow this thing. We were up 2-2, bro. We are not going to blow this. I'm trying to think of ways to mess around with this some more. I think just take away some minutes from Jonathan Isaac is probably the best thing and give some more to like Ausar Thompson, I guess. How's he been doing? Oh yeah, man, he's been hooping. 24 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists, shooting almost 50% from deep. Yeah, bro, you need more minutes. He needs more minutes, man. It is what it is. Let's knock these down here and get some more minutes for Ausar Thompson, man. He's becoming that guy, which is great for us. So let's get into this thing, man. We're gonna go Simcast and see if we're able to win 2 games against the Cleveland Cavaliers. We're here in Orlando for this first game, so that's nice. It's back and forth. Come on, man. Fight back. Fight back. We're here, man. No, we're not gonna win it. Tough, bro. At the end of the day, we made the conference finals in our second season. That's pretty good, man. It's going to be the Cavs and the Thunder. I'm guessing the Cavs win it all? Yeah, they do. Okay. We lost to the eventual champs. I'm not mad at it. Darius Garland wins finals MVP. Shout out to him. Like, at the end of the day, it wouldn't have been realistic for us to win it all, man. So that's totally fine. Let's go ahead and sim this lottery here. So we've got the 19th pick, I guess, from the Nuggets. Don't really know about that, but okay. And then we have our own pick at number 28. I guess that pick for the Wizards is for the next season. Yeah, that makes sense. It's in 2026. This is 2025, so I messed up there. Actually, that's not too bad, man, because maybe they will get even worse. Who knows? But either way, we got 2 picks, man. So let's move on to draft night and see what it's looking like. So I'm not going to lie, man. I tried to trade my picks. Honestly, I didn't really want any of them because we already have a lot of young guys, but I couldn't find anything that made sense. We'll probably make some moves once the season starts because I do got to re-sign some guys that I want to move on from. But for now, I guess we're just going to make a pick. Jaleel Duncan, I don't really know him. He's 19 years old, 6'8" as a point guard. I mean, that's really good size. They're saying he might be Jamal Murray. He should have gone off the board a lot earlier. They're saying number 9. So let's go ahead and get him, man. Pick number 20. That's not too bad. And then I I'm looking for some small forward depth. I guess Trendon Flowers can be that. He's 6'10". It says shooting guard, but he can also play small forward. Yeah, man, they're saying he could be Hall of Fame James Harden. That's actually pretty crazy. Yeah, I definitely got to get him, man. That's another lottery type talent, I'm guessing, according to this thing. So we'll definitely take that with, what is this, the 29th pick? That's a steal, man. So we got two guys we need to re-sign. That's Cole Anthony and Jonathan Isaac. Let's start off with Cole Anthony, man. No offers. He's expecting a little bit under 24. Can't do that, my boy. I'm going to have to try to save some money here, especially because you're pretty much just my sixth man right now. So let's go ahead and do that. A 3-year deal. If I can get this to like 18.99, I would feel great. Okay, there we go. And then we got Jonathan Isaac as well, expecting a little bit under 13. Yeah, you're going to have to, we're going to have to compromise here a little bit, my boy, because once again, I don't have a whole lot of money. I got to pay Franz Wagner next season, potentially this year. I mean, he's a restricted free agent, so if somebody sends him an offer, then I'll have to match it. And actually, man, we did have to pay Franz Wagner. I think it was the Clippers who wanted him. I just matched it without even looking at it, honestly. So he's getting 4 years, 117 M's. Because of that, we didn't have enough money for Jonathan Isaac. It's super unfortunate, but I was thinking about getting a new backup small forward, maybe one who can shoot the ball a little bit better. So it is what it is. Anyways, though, taking a look at player progression, we don't really have any red arrows, right? Nothing. Keontae George up through to an 81. That's nice. Aaron Bradshaw up through to a 79, man. We like to see that. And overall, man, I feel like we're trending in a really good direction. If we just had a piece or two, we might be able to compete for a title here in year 3. So let's get into it. And you know what? Honestly, man, I've been staring at this for a while, trying to find a trade that makes sense for us. And there really isn't much. Like, our starting lineup looks pretty good to me. Markelle Fultz, Ausar Thompson, we got Franz Wagner, Paolo Banchero, and Wendell Carter Jr. The one person I wanted to upgrade was Wendell Carter Jr. But when I really thought about it, I want a center who's able to space the floor pretty well, especially because Paolo Banchero needs room to drive. And there really aren't many options that are better than Wendell Carter Jr. at this point. So I think I am going to hold on to him. Off the bench, we got Cole Anthony. I was thinking about trading him as well. Maybe even packaging him and Markelle Fultz and trying to get like a real lead point guard. There wasn't anything that made sense, so I guess we're going to stick with that. We got Keontae George here as well. We got Bol, we got Aaron Bradshaw, and then we got Trendon Flowers as our backup small forward. Now, this was our 28th pick in the draft. He's a 77 overall, so it looks like he was a steal out of North Carolina. I was thinking about trading up to get a better small forward, but I really don't want to get more expensive, man, because we got to pay Paolo Banchero this offseason, I'm pretty sure, or at least he's going to be a restricted free agent. And then we also got to pay Wendell Carter Jr. as well. So it's going to be an expensive summer, man. I think we're just going to stay put, count on our progression. You know, we made the conference finals last season. Let's see if we can win it all this year. And if not, then I'm totally fine with trying to win a championship in year number 4. So I know I'm taking the boring route, man, but I think it's realistic. Let's go ahead and sim this regular season and see how it plays out. So I think staying put was the right decision, man. We went 53-29, which I think was good for the top seed in the Eastern Conference. We'll see that here in a second. But Victor Wembanyama wins MVP. I'm not even going to try to pronounce bro's name, but he gets Rookie of the Year. Shout out to him. Matas Buzelis, 6th Man of the Year. I probably should have drafted a man, but I went for fit, getting Bradshaw instead. It is what it is. Again, man, those draft classes, like, I really don't know how to grade guys when it comes to like the 2024 draft class. Definitely not anything after that. So it's hard to say which picks are right and wrong at this point. I'm not even going to stress about it. But what I am stressing about is there's a team here that's 66-16, man. That's the San Antonio Spurs, led by Victor Wembanyama. Great. That's going to be a tough team to beat if we match up with them in the finals. I mean, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but I feel pretty good, man. And I feel even better because Ausar Thompson, all defensive first team, all 3 years of his career, bro. That's pretty insane. Let's go ahead and keep it moving. Never mind. Trendon Flowers, all rookie, 2nd team off the bench. That's pretty good, man. I will definitely take that as well, as we were the top team in the Eastern Conference. That's nice. Obviously not the best team in the league. We just saw it. But yeah, tied for the 2nd best, which I guess is pretty good. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats now, just for those who are interested in it. Our leading scorer was Paolo Banchero, 19 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. How'd he shoot that 3, man? Below league average. That's tough. Same for Markelle Fultz, Ausar Thompson. Bro, everybody took a step back in terms of 3-point shooting, but Keontae George, hey, man, he is shooting that thing. He might be ready to start for us, honestly. We should take a look at the per 36, 23, 5, and 5. What about Markelle Fultz, man? 19, yeah, bro. It's the assist, man. Like, it's a facilitating. that definitely is a difference maker. And also that's a really nice defensive backcourt, him and Thompson. I'm not sure what I want to do, man. We will see how they do in the playoffs. But Franz Wagner, that's a little disappointing. 13 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. I mean, it's a really well-rounded team, so I guess. Wendell Carter Jr., 10 and 8. I probably should be looking for an upgrade, man. I'm going to keep searching, but just wasn't able to find anything again. I'm not really going to force it when it comes to something like that. But anyways, man, we're going up against the Milwaukee Bucks in the first round. Pretty sure we faced them in the first round last year as well. They got Chris Paul, Terry Rozier, Gary Trent Jr., Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Jalen Duren. I'm surprised to see Chris Paul still in the league, bro. But anyways, we win game 1 here. We win game 2, okay. I think we swept them last time around, and it's 3-1 now, okay. There we go. We're going up against the Detroit Pistons here in the second round. Let's go ahead and take a look at the matchup. They got Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, Cameron Whitmore, Sadiq Bey, I guess back in the mix. I don't know how he ended up back there. And then they also got Jakob Poeltl. Love me some Jakob Poeltl. But let's go ahead and get into this thing, man. As we win game 1, we win game 2. Haven't shortened the rotation yet, but it doesn't look like I had to. Clean sweep. All right. We love to see it. And now we're going up against the Indiana Pacers, man. This is a scary team. They're finally starting Amen Thompson, man. It finally clicked in their head. Maybe we can start Tyrese Halliburton, Amen Thompson, and Benedict Mathurin. Yeah, that's a scary trio, bro. They also got Miles Bridges, Miles Turner, a pair of Mileses. Yeah, man. That's a really good team. I'm a little bit worried here. I'm going to make this 9-man rotation preemptively. What's the per 36 looking like for Keontae George, man? I'm thinking about starting him. 23, 6 and 6 in the playoffs, and shooting that thing so well, man. Yeah, 27, 7 and 6 is actually pretty crazy. He's not shooting as well from deep. I think I might want to roll with Keontae George, man. Like Markelle Fultz is doing his thing. It's a good problem to have, man. I think I'm going to stick with Markelle Fultz. Yeah, I'm going back and forth. I realize that. I probably seem really wishy-washy here. But honestly, I'm really torn. I think I'm going to roll with this, though. That seems like the right decision. Let's go ahead and adjust these minutes just a little bit here. A little bit like that. And I think that's about it, man. Actually, never mind. We need to mess around with this some more, bro. Like, I think we need some more minutes for Ausar Thompson. We probably need some more for Franz Wagner, Markelle, and then also Wendell. I think that's probably the best move, man. Let's go ahead and see if we can beat the Pacers here. Let's get into this thing as we win game 1. Okay, we win game 2. 2-1. Yep. 3-1. Can we finish this thing off, man? No, we cannot. That's tough. But there we go, man. We're here in the NBA Finals, and look who we're going up against. Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs, bro. I am terrified. They got Trae Young, bro. Trae Young, Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, Jeremy Sochan, and Victor Wembanyama, bro. I'm a little bit worried. I'm not gonna lie to you, but let's get into this thing as we lose game 1. Okay, we bounce right back. We like that. Up 2-1, 2-2. Okay, come on, bro. We're here. Let's go. 3-2, man. We're gonna go Simcast because I would actually be surprised if this doesn't go to 7. Like, this is a really good Spurs team, but we're hanging around, man. We're hanging around, and are we gonna win it all? No, we blew it. We blew it, bro. No, bro, not like this. Not like this, bro. Oh, man. I forgot they got Isaiah Collier on that team as well. Behind, he's backing up Trae Young. That's wild. All right, man. Game 7. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little demoralized right now, but it is what it is. We're going to power through it here. Let's go ahead and take a look at this, man. I need some more minutes for Keontae George, a little bit more for Ausar Thompson, and let's just get into this, bro. Simcast, please do not lose in game 7, man. We're off to a good start. We like to see it. Oh yeah, man. Hey, they're hanging around. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit scared here, but it's looking like we're gonna do it, and we have, man. The Orlando Magic have won it all. Let's go. It took 3 seasons, man, but we've done it. Led by Ausar Thompson. That's actually wild. 18 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, shot 40% from deep, man. We round up around here. Wow, shout out to him, man. This was a fun rebuild. I honestly think if we made this like a 10-year rebuild, we could win a good amount of rings, man. This team is heading in a really good direction. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do leave a like and subscribe. Again, we just hit 1,000 subs on this channel. We're starting that road to 2K, so if y'all could help me out, I would really appreciate it. But this has been 2KJ. Blessings.